Hello, welcome to Boardgames with Niramas. I'm Joseph. Draco is ready holding the box of Ark Nova. We are back for the 8 out of 9 solo playthroughs. So this is the second game of the last campaign. In the first game, we did really good. I am so happy with that game. It was my best game so far. In Ark Nova, I got plus 26 points. And as, thanks to my great viewers here, someone pointed out, I took 1.21 conservation points too much at the end of the last playthrough. But someone else pointed out I also missed to take this one over here. So in total, it was plus 26. So that's where we are right now. This is the discard pile from the first game. We have switched these up. There's new tokens out there, bonus tokens. I am going to play on the Hollywood Hills map. And yeah, let's get going. Hopefully I can keep my good score going for this whole campaign. Okay, so before we actually start playing, need some golds and so on, conservation golds. These are the ones we used last time, so let's shuffle up the other ones and get 3 out here. So we're going to have Europe, reptiles, and Asia. Okay, so Asian or European reptiles would be the best match. And then, of course, maybe a reptile house then. I don't know. Oh, it's, reptiles are like small and easy to handle. Now, on this map, of course, it's mostly about sponsor cards. So I'll get into that soon. We have the climbing park, not a favorite, and the research shoe. So that's for research icons. We'll see. We'll see. We have those endgame goals in mind at least. Put them to the side. And then we have our starting cards. And then the cards out here. The map is basically just about... The special thing is that each time we cover one of these H's, then we will get to draw the first sponsor card that we find in the deck. We'll go through the deck until we find a sponsor card, take it to our hand. When all 3 H's are covered, each sponsor card is -1 in requirement when played, which is going to be really sweet. I hope we can get a bunch of them and make it, it's going to make it easier to play them. Otherwise, this map, it has 1, 1, and 1, so... Yeah, no real specialization there. Over here we have one spot for a friendship tile. Could be a thing. But yeah, we'll see. We are going to take a look at our starting hand. So we have the sea turtle tank. This is good for reptiles. That's a reptile symbol right there, sponsor card. Each time you play a reptile icon into your zoo, you may sell up to 2 cards from your hand for 4 each. I had this in the previous playthrough. And then Mercaden is... when you play herbivore icons, and it requires 3 reputation. Sumatran tiger is pretty good. It is Asia as well. Does take 2 research symbols, but on the other hand, if we have the research shoe, maybe we are incentivized to get those anyway. I guess. Then small animals program is pretty cool. Each time you play only small animals in the animals action, you may play 1 further small animal at the normal cost. And after that, you take 1 small animal from the display if available. This is good for solo if you could get this working. I never have gotten it to work real. You could basically play 3 animals in 1 animal action. And since we have a limited amount of actions, that would be a great thing. But I don't know. Oh, look at this. Sponsorship reptiles. I think, hey, this is random, but I have to take this one because this is, again, about reptiles. And the koala is not really a good fit for anything right now. The African ostrich, same thing. And the zebra, wow. The animals here are not good fits at all. So hopefully find some reptiles. Maybe like Asian reptiles or something like that, or European. But no, I don't think any of these are really that interesting. Maybe it's a 3, it's a 5. This takes a lot of Africa symbols. You know what, let's go for a heavy... Do we keep the tiger? I think we'll keep the tiger. It has 2 conservation points. If we can play this, that is so good. That's like just getting up there, getting to upgrade a card or something. We'll have 3 sponsor cards in hand, which is, I don't know. We'll take this hand. We probably will have to go look for some more cards and so on, of course. Then we do this. So there we go. There's a reptile, even though it is Africa. And then we have the stoat, petting zoo animal, the guinea pig, and the condor. There's an Asian reptile. That's a good fit, even though it's kind of hard to play. That will have to be a while later. And the Yosemite National Park, release an animal with Americas. That's not gonna happen, I don't think. Wow, yeah, there's so much, you know, luck of the draw and everything in this game, obviously, but that's part of the game. So where do we begin then? We have to do something. We have to do first action. So I think we just start off with the cards. Then cards happen to be at 5, so let's do it. Draw 3, keep 1. Just look for something here that could make sense. And that's herbivore breeding program. Doesn't really make sense. Domestic rabbit. Okay, so we know now there's at least 2 petting zoo animals. Maybe do that then. I never go for petting zoo animals, but I'd rather do, I mean, yeah, why not do that? Just keep 1, so could get rid of something here, obviously, but I don't think we'll ever get to do this small animals program. I can't see that happening, and it's not going to be worth it. Now, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the herbivore thing. That's 2 cards discarded. We'll keep the little monkey here, just in case. But I'm thinking maybe we start off with petting zoo focus then. That could be interesting. Again, I haven't done that before in solo, so... But it's just mostly because I always feel like, well, I don't even know if there's going to be any petting zoo animals coming out, but now I can see 2 at least. So that was the cards action. And then build this up on 5. So we could build a petting zoo, I guess. Now to get this one, these 2 will go away. We need to get that one sometime soon then. And it's not within... Could build over to take a card, but it's not going to be within reputation range and all that. But I think next action is going to be build. So it's either that or we go for building a 4 for the tiger. Needs to be next to 2 water. We could build something up here. So we have that ready. Because I am going to aim to do this one. And I think I'm more inclined to do that because of the 2 conservation points. I think that's focus. It's good to have that focus. It's also Asia. It is expensive and all that, so it's not going to be built right now, but I think that's going to be the focus right now, to go for the tiger. So what I need to do then is to build a 4, and I want to build it next to 2 different water spots. I could go on the side here. That would bring me close to this H. Problem is though, again, hand size. So drawing more sponsor cards, well, I need to be able to play them as well. I think I will play this one. I'll need to put this one then next to a water space. Let's bring that out so I know what I'm planning for. Okay, so here it is. So it's a bit of funky shape. So I want to make sure that I plan this out so that I can, because this will have to go next to this one, right? After I place it. And it also has to be next to water, and I can't go on the level 2 building spots, so it is a little bit tricky. I don't think I can build it like that then. If I go over here, then this could go something like this, I guess. Because that's next to water, that brings me close to one of the H things. I like to go up here for starting with an X token. But then there's no way for me to fit this, right? This shape is so weird. Like I have such a hard time visualizing how it's supposed to be. I don't know what's up with that. It's pretty much impossible for me to just see that in my mind. That would be covering the water. Okay, so I need to build, with this in mind, I need to build over here or something. So, I mean, more money, never bad. So let's go there, get 5. Actually, I need to pay first for it. So I get 5, but I also have to pay 8, right? So let's take 12 back. So that way I have more money to work with. That was my build of a 4. I think I'm pretty happy with that. We're gonna aim for, and this is next to 2 different water spots, so it's fine for the tiger. All right. Next up, we have the sponsor, so let's just do that then. So that's a sponsor 5. We'll play this sea turtle tank. So this says it has to be next to water. Each time you play a reptile icon, you may sell up to 2 cards from your hand for 2 each. Which that is a reptile icon, so I could now sell. Oh, I could get some money right away then. Then I could actually get the tiger out. Let's see, what would I need? I have 22. I will need 4 more for this, so I need to sell 1 card. Then I have enough for the tiger. Let's sell this monkey then, that I'm hesitant if I'm gonna get to use anyway. I'll sell that for 4. So now I have the 26 I need, and I have the space. I have everything I need for the tiger. I can play the tiger. Well, I don't have everything I need. I need the 2. I'm gonna have to pick up this one to get the 2 research, but I can do that. So I can get the tiger out so early. That means I can upgrade a card in the first round, sort of. That's great. Now, when I place this one, I also need to... Yeah, I will need to pick up a card, right? And I think maybe the turtle then. It's a reptile. It does have conservation points as well. It needs a 3. But yeah, I think that's it. We'll take that one. So now these slide, which means this guinea pig is gonna go away. I guess that's a problem. And there's expert in predators. That's not really a thing now, I don't think. Well, tiger is a predator, but yeah. All right, that was the sponsors action. And then we'll do association. Just quick and easy. Get that for 2 research icons. And then animal is up here, so we'll do animals. And it is the tiger, so he costs 26, which is exactly what I have left here. I didn't see that happening, but thanks to the sunbathing on that one, did work out. So here we go, tiger, we have everything we need. Gives us, he's gonna move in here. So it gives us 1 reputation, which is good because now we're in with it. Yeah, I don't know. And then it gives us 8 appeal and 2 here, which means I'm going to upgrade a card. Now I could instead get another assistant, because then I could do association again. I know it's not going to be time. I was thinking if I could go association and get one of these friendship tokens, but no, I think I'd rather upgrade. So what am I upgrading then? That's always tricky, but in this situation, I think build is smart to upgrade, because I like to build over those H's as quickly as possible. And now, since I upgrade that, I also can build anywhere on the map, which is great. So yeah, I think that's good. So that was the animals action. And we're all out of money and so on. 2 more turns before the break. So in those turns, sponsorship reptiles is not bad, because that gives us income, because we have a reptile icon. This would give 3 income in the... Yeah, that's a given, I think. And I mean, we can't do build because we don't have... We could do cards, but let's do sponsors. Wait, do we want... Yeah, let's do sponsors first. On 3. Which is what's needed. And this says... Sponsorship reptiles needs a reptile icon, which we do have. We get 1 appeal per reptile icon we already played. And that's going to give us income. So 3 money to start off with 1 icon. And then 1 more action, which I guess if we had taken a guy, we could have done association now on 3 to get a friendship. But I like having build there. So then the question is, I guess we could do cards. And we could snap. We're just going to snap that guinea pig then. Because otherwise it's going to be gone. It's gone after this. I think so, because we have 3 hand sites. So let's snap the guinea pig. So we have 2 of these now. So that's the next goal, is to start doing a petting zoo, which actually could work. Yeah, well, it's a good shape. It's this shape that could, that could catch different types of bonuses. I don't know, maybe like that. We'll see. But that is going to happen though. Let's just put it there so I have it. All right, so that was the last one with the cards. We did a snap. We will shift these over. And that's a slow worm. It's an easy reptile to get out. And it's also Europe reptile. That's perfect. All right, let's go to the break. In the break, we start off, of course, with the cube. Going there. Then we have 3 cards, so we're fine. This one will come home. We will get rid of these 2, which I don't really think matters that much. But now we have that good Asia reptile down there. But yeah, we'll see if we can get that one. A cougar. Not in our range, really. Oh, here we go. Saltwater crocodile. 2 reptile symbols. That would be great. And it requires friendship with Australia, though. We could do that, though. Has snapping. Yeah, I think that's a good one. It's a 5, though. It's a big one. Maybe we should have a reptile house then. I don't know. Okay, so income. We get 20 straight up. And 3 from the reptile card. So 23 going in here. We are going to move these back. We're going to build a petting zoo, which is 6, right? Oh, we're going to build a little bit more, I think. And then these are 7 each. So like 14, 20. If we build the maximum, then we can't get everything out there. But do we have to do that? I'm not sure. I think we're going to start with the build, though, since it's in the 5 slot. And I do want to maximize it. I'm going to pay 10. I'm going to build this one for 6. And then maybe let's see, this one needs a 3. That's not going to work. The question is, do I build a level 2 for that snake, maybe? No, I'll go with, it's early game, so I'll go with the kiosk and the pavilion. And then I want to make sure that they are next to each other somehow. So I also want to go on these H spots. Okay, I see something here. We'll put this kiosk here on the H spot. We'll put this pavilion there. So that's one appeal. And we'll put this petting zoo down here. So we have 2 H spots covered, which means we'll start looking here. So we're gonna, oh, there we go. First one is the sponsor card. So it's a 6. This is 2 reputation is good and gain 1 conservation point for 5 different continent icons. I don't know about that, but we got this one. Then we'll do it again because we covered up 2 of them. And now this time we'll just discard the other one. This time it's sponsorship primates, which is not that interesting. I'm not gonna do primates. All right, well, 2 out of 3 is covered, which is nice because once they're all covered, it's gonna be -1 to play sponsor cards. So probably will aim for that right away. But okay, association is up on 5. Let's do association and just get, I think we'll go for this one. That's a upgrade of a card. And 2 rep, almost getting to the 2nd upgrade of card, or 3rd actually. Upgrading cards. I think we'll do animals. I think so. Let's do animals. Okay, so that was association action. And now we can do animals. But let's see, we don't have 14, we have 13, which is a bit annoying. So is there a way to just fix that? I don't think so. I mean, if we play we can't play a reptile. If we played a reptile, we could have sold. So the sunbathing effect, we could have sold cards. But I don't have a 3, that's the thing. I also want to build a little bit more. I would like to build a 2 over there to cover the last H. That rep wouldn't be bad either. If I had 14, I would just do the 2 paintings to animals, I think. Because moving up here is good. That generates more income as well. So this is tricky. To do the Foreign Institute, at some point we need to upgrade sponsor cards, which I think we should do anyway, since we're playing this map. Then to get a lot of rep, we need to upgrade cards. So I think it's cards, and I don't think we'll do association this time then. I think we'll do cards and sponsors this time. But where do we start? I mean, animals, there's no way for me to get more money from what I can see. I don't see a way to do that. Maybe I should have built a 2 and built this one, because now I have level 2 animal card. I have those. This will let us do another action. It fits the profile. It costs 13. So maybe I should have built a 2 instead of that kiosk and pavilion. But I want to build a 2 there. But then I won't have enough money for the snake anyway. So, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do build on 2. We don't need it higher than 2. We'll building for 2 on a 2. So we'll play 4 to build a 2. And we'll just build it like this. So now we covered up another, and this is build action. Now we covered up another H, which means we get to look for, there we go. Okay, this is a good one, breeding program. This is one that helps you when you support base projects. And we have everything we need for that. Nice. Okay, so now they all cost -1 to build or to play. So that was build. And then now we have a 2, but we don't have 13 for the snake, sadly. That would have been a nice combo otherwise. So just because we could have built it from out there. It costs 14 actually, since we would have to pay 1 extra when we build from out there. Because otherwise it's going to go away unless we do some kind of cards. I don't know. We can do that. Okay. Tricky. Let's do animals. We have 3 more. So let's do animals. Let's just build one of these then. For 7. And that's going to be just, you know, quick and easy, just straight up 3. Okay. And we'll put him, oh yeah, we need to put it in here. It's been a while since I did petting zoo animals. There we go. And that also gives us a reputation, which means we can upgrade a card. And we're going to upgrade sponsors. And now sponsors is going to be up. That was the animals. Sponsors is going to be up on 5. And remember, this is like a 6 when you play sponsor cards. And we have -1 on these cards. Oh, we almost could do both of these with 7. But this takes a monkey. We don't have that anyway. So this would be, what is this? 3, 5. This is 8. We have 6. Yeah, doesn't work anyway. Okay, let's just do this one. Foreign Institute. So that is the sponsor action. I mean, this could get us more money. This could get us 10 money. If we don't do this, instead, if we do it for money, we would get 10 money. We would be up to 12. We could play the other petting zoo animal. That would get us 6 appeal. It's up to 39. It's only 1 bump. It's only 1 cash in increase in income. So, no, let's play this one. So I get 2 rep, getting me close to that one. And we will have to get these 2 to upgrade a card action, I think. And that's for the end game and all that. That's another. So now we have 4 research symbols as well. That's not bad. Working on research zoo. Don't have any mountains, so I think I already decided on that one. But that was sponsors. I would like to find some. I mean, since they are discounted now, it would be nice if we had like, I don't know, 2, like, oh wait, this is actually 5. Yeah, they both are discounted. So this is a 3 and this is a 2. So this is 5. But we didn't have a monkey. But I mean, if we could just keep finding more sponsor cards, there could be nice combos where we could play 2 sponsor cards at the same time. That's what I'm thinking about. But okay, one more action. We don't want to go for cards because we don't have hand size anyway, if we want to keep these. Can't do association. Can't do build because we don't, well, we have 2. Okay. Oh, wow. Now I wish we would have covered this, because then now we would have gotten another guy. We could have done another association. Oh. It's always like this in this game. I mean, I could do build now. Build a 1 there. Pavilion. With those 2. And go up there, get another guy. But then that's the last action of the round anyway, right? Let's just do build then. It's fine. We'll just build a pavilion here. To get that, so it's done. Gets us 1 more person. And an appeal. And yeah, maybe a little bit wasteful action. I don't know, we could have skipped an action to get an X token instead, I guess. But this is how it looks. We're going to have to discard this one. Cube will go over there. That comes back, and we get rid of these. The snake is gone, sadly. I think that would have been a good fit. We're getting close to the point of the game where I like to claim some conservation project. There's a barn owl, slot bear, okay. But I don't know what that would be. Now, I want to get the breeding program into play, of course, because that will help. So let's say I could get to, I don't know, 3 reptiles. I could claim reptile on 4. That could be a thing, I guess. I mean, we have like 1 Asia. We could claim Asia on 2 using that. Just to get that little bump up there, but yeah. Right, income 21 plus. Still, I only have 1 reptile. We should play more reptiles, obviously. So that's 3. That's 24 money in total. Okay, so new round. Everything is set up and ready. I think the goal should be to maybe get the turtle out. I mean, it's good for conservation point. But I think we're gonna start off with the association because we have, 2 guys now. We can do it twice maybe. So if we do it on 4, that would be the last time we go to the universities. That's hand size, a reputation, which means we're maxing out there, which means we need to upgrade the cards action. And of course 1 conservation point, never bad. That's association action. And then next time when it's on 3, we can go get the first friendship tile, and we need to get another one. I think that's the plan. And next up, is it build? No, it can't do build. We need it on 3 to do that. So we'll do sponsors on 3. And this is a 3, or that is a 4 anyway. Yeah, don't know how much I will utilize this. But we'll put 2 cubes on it. It doesn't really do much else. But it's really good for those claiming conservation points projects, which we'll start doing soon. So that's sponsor actions. Now build is on 3, so we'll do build. We'll pay 6, so 21 becomes 15 to build a 3. And I think X tokens, or get to put the card on 1. It's not bad either. What are these 2 though? This is 22, this is 19. Wow, can't play the turtle now anyway. I didn't plan that out well enough. So let's go, because if we put the card, we could put that on 1, but then we can't get more rep anyway. I don't know, it feels like I'm get stuck in a corner as usual in this game. But that was a build anyway. And then next up, it's association again. On 3 this time. And we'll grab, now I don't want to grab Africa because I want Asia or Europe. I think I will take Asia. Last action, I'm not sure because we can't do we can do the petting zoo animal, right? Maybe we should have, yeah, I don't know. There's so many should haves in this game. There's so much that I could have done. All the time, little things like, oh, I could have done that differently or that differently. Maybe that would have been smarter. I don't know. Let's just do animals. Get this into play. Only cost 7. And that's another one moving in here. Which means it's the second one, so it's 6. So it's up to 40. Alright. That was the last action of this round. I'm not really sure how we're gonna get all the conservation points that we need to get, but well. Here we go. Now we have, yeah, it's a problem that we're too far away, I think, on the base conservation projects. Like, we don't have any category that we're really strong in. Like, I needed to do reptiles. I needed to get like a saltwater crocodile or something. Get 2 symbols. If I could get like 3, I could do 4 with one of these. Oh, I don't know. Let's get rid of that's a reptile Europe that I was thinking I wanted, but yeah. Now the crocodile is down there. And there's a moose, an aquarium, water icon stuff. Okay, I do have a lot of water icons in this picture. Okay, income-wise, it's 23 plus 3, that's 26. So I think now we have enough money at least. It's been a little bit of an issue here. But 37, yeah, that should be enough for this and something else. And I think that's everything in the break. So 4 more actions now. And yeah, sponsor. We need more sponsor cards. But I need to focus now, I think, on getting one association 5 in. Right now it's 2 reptile or 2 Asia. That's the only thing I have. So if I get friendship with Australia, I could build this one from out there. It would cost 25. That will leave us with 12. That's not enough for this then. So that has to be more like a long-term plan, sort of. That would be 3, that would be 4 icons, that would be 5. Yeah, that's the 5. Reptiles is the 5, I think. And I think saltwater crocodile would be good now, because that brings us up here, gets us more money in the income phase as well. And we can build that one, but we need a 5. Okay, there's that next problem. He needs a 5 next to water. Okay, so we'll basically have to build a 5, but then build has to be on 5. Oh wow, this is when it starts crashing down here. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. So this is, he has somewhere to live, but we need a 5 for the crocodile. Or it's a 2, and that's a 3. If we had just gone for a reptile house, then that could have worked. But it's a bit late for that now. We only have 1 X token. We need to get more cards. I'm gonna do cards first. Which is sad because I can't grab him because I can't, you know, I have to upgrade my card. Can't do it because the association is on 2. Unless I do that first. If I do association first, okay, I think this is the way to go. Boost it so it's a 3. That way I can go grab this, upgrade a card, upgrade this. Yeah, okay. We are running out of actions as usual in this game. So now we can do cards, and we can take 4 cards, and we can take from within reputation range. Now we can take this one, and then 3 more. We'll have to discard 1. Expert on Asia would be good. Cheetah is not going to happen. It's a 5, and that's good. Adventure Playground. Okay, that's easy enough. Let's discard that. Let's keep these. That was cards action. 2 more actions. So are we doing... We're doing build an animal. I think so. Wish I had more money now. Like, these are so expensive though. So this is 20 because of the discount. That's 44 in total. I don't have that. I will be able to sell cards when I build these though. 4 each. So what if I sold these? Let's see. What could I get to them? If I build this first, that's 22. Then I have 15 left. I need to sell both those cards in that case. But then I could get both of these. No, I can't because I need to build the... I need to pay 10 for the actual place for him to live in as well. I wish I... Why didn't I get a reptile house? That would have been so much smarter than the 3. Ah. And I did forget this. I should get income from here. I should have gotten 3. Oh, did I forgot it twice. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll take 6 money because twice I should have, this kiosk should have paid off. I don't know why I didn't see that. This game is too heavy for my brain. But okay, so actually now I would have been sitting here with 43. This is how it should look. And now I will do build, but build needs to be on a 5 to make it work. So that doesn't work. So instead I'll do sponsors on 5. This is 6 basically. And these are 4 plus 2, so this is 6. Yeah. So I'm doing sponsors. I will have to delay everything, which is not going to work out, I think, in the end. But expert on Asia. Each time I play an Asia icon, I get to build a pavilion for free. So that is right now. I can build a pavilion. And I'm just going to put it here then. To get an appeal and 1 more money in the income from the kiosk. And then... Adventure Playground, so I can place this somewhere next to a rock space. I don't even know if this is gonna do anything for me really. I don't really see what that would help, but it's 4 appeal in itself, so that's up to 45. And well, I could cover up that to put something on the 1. Okay, let's say I was a little bit smarter and I didn't place that pavilion there. Instead I placed it like No, this has to be next to a rock anyway. I thought I could get the next token, but okay, let's do that. Let's put something on 1 after the sponsor action is done. Because now I want to do build, then I want to do, I'm not doing association. No, I need that for a 5. Animals, yeah, animals, because I need to refill her as well. Because the thing is, I feel like I'm so stuck. Nile crocodile, there we go, with a good reptile, super big. You need a reptile house for those guys. So basically, because the build, I will have to build a 5 now. So I can do these 2 next round. And when I do those 2, I would like to get a rep, because that brings me up there. So the only thing I want to move down is the association, really. But then again, I need to do association of 5 sometime soon as well. So I don't think I even want to move anything down. So let's save that space then. Let's build this down here. Yeah. All right. Not optimal at all. That was the sponsor action for these 2. So now I have 2 Asia. No, I have 3 because I have that one. So I have 3 Asia. So I could claim Asia on 4. And then hopefully claim reptiles on 5 after I play these 2, because then I will have 4 plus 1, that's 5. That's some sort of plan. I don't know if it's going to be enough time though. That's the problem. Well, I need to do build no matter what. So I need to do that, pay 10 for a 5 for the crocodile. And that's going to have to be next to water. So this gets me an X token at least, because I will need those. And I probably have to take those 3 when I do the first thing, so I can do the second thing on 5, like I usually do. This was my build. And this is, I don't think this is going to be a win. That's not how it feels, this stage. Which is really sad, because I had such a good result from the first round. Oh well. Here we go. Then, cube, movement. I mean, the last game, I did so good, I also donated a bunch, right? So not doing any donations now, and I don't know if that's smart. So this time, let's remember all the income, right? So we have a kiosk, we have reptile thing, and there's release an animal with Asia. Don't have that many animals, and an emu. Oh, okay, so this kiosk gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3 for the reptile, that's 7. That is 31 in total. So like usual in this game, at the end here, you do have a lot of money. All right. I still can't, I played this game now over 20 times, so I still can't see how people play it on starting on 10 or 0 appeal. It's so hard anyway. That I don't get that. So 3 actions. One of them has to be association of 5. Animals has to be done. Yeah, so we're doing animals first. That gives us a rep, which lets us take a card from within reputation range, or no, it has to be a random one. Brown bear. That's not what I need right now. Okay, then let's put the cube there. 2 animals. So in total, these will cost me 44. No, 42. Yeah, 42, because I get the discount there. So, oh wait, did I have enough then last round? Why did I think it was 44? I think I had 42. No, I needed to build the 5 first. So I paid for these 2. Next up, well, I can actually do this. I can play this one here first. That lets me sell cards. I can sell this for 4, because there's no way I'm going to play that bear. So now I still have 26, which I'm not really using now because I'm not donating. That's the thing as well. That's what you need money for, right? In the end game. Okay, so he's moving in here. This one's going to move in up there. Let's just do this fiddly stuff right away. And this lets me... Oh, this lets me 2 times get a card from display. Yeah, I don't know. So total it's 15 appeal and 1 here. So with 15 appeal, we're gonna have to move the camera a little bit. Like such, and that is up to 60, which means we have to move this, and okay, it's all the way over there. So that's good at least. But conservation points are lacking, that's the thing. Alright, so he's built, and that is snapping. So now I can grab any card from display twice. I can replenish in between. I'm just not sure how much else I get to do here. That's the thing. Release an animal with Asia. I don't even have. I have. Oh, the tiger is, I guess. How much would I lose on that? I'll lose 8 appeal if I release him, but it gives me 5 conservation points, which is way more. Problem is that would take an action to do association of 5. Instead, I could do association of 5 and claim Asia on 4, which is 3. Yeah, I don't think we have time to do this. I don't think it's the most optimal thing to do to release him. So what cards would I want from the display then? I don't know. I mean, aquarium? No, I don't have room for that big thing. The Nile crocodile? No. I'm just gonna take this and then I can refill. And I got native seabirds, which I can't even play anymore because it's max 25. So I'm just gonna snap like whatever to refill, I guess. I mean, maybe I can sell these cards or something, I don't know. Oh, okay, that's 2 animals played, at least. They moved in, everything is fixed there. Now association is on 5. So I could just go ahead. Is there any reason not to? I mean, if I do reptiles, I can do 5 right away. There's no reason not to do that. Let's do association. Let's do reptiles on 5. And I'll take the X cubes because I have to, I think. So that's, or X cubes, the X tokens cubes. So I get 3, so I have 4 in total. I get 5 up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means I could get more money. I'd rather have more cards. Could get 2 rep, or yeah, can't take any more universities. I'll take these 2. I'll get there, so I get another conservation point and another X token. So I have 5 X tokens, and I need to get rid of my endgame goal. That's gonna be the climbing park. Not gonna happen. So I'm going for research zoo, which is not that super great right now, but I think I have, what is it, 3, 4? If I could get 1 more somehow, I don't know. Okay, I get to claim 3 cards within reputation range or random. And I still don't see anything out here that will really help me, so let's get 3 cards random. That's a tapir. Release a primate, not gonna happen. Expert in herbivores. Oh, I'm getting unlucky with these. Now that would be another Asia. That would bring me to 5 Asia. Yeah, actually I needed to use a cube as well, because I only had 4 reptiles. Yeah, I needed to use a cube from the breeding program to get to 5, of course. So I would have 1, 2, 3, 4 Asia. I could use that cube to claim 5 on Asia if I played the tapir first. And he needs a 2 and I have a 2. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that could work out. I got all those cards anyway from this token, so I don't need to discard anything. That was my association action. I have 1 more in this round. And now I really feel like oh, it hurts me that I can't donate. I think in solo you almost have to go for upgrading that association card so you can donate here, because I'm sitting on money. That conservation points would really help me. But I have 5 X tokens, so in theory I could just do association on 5 right away again. Or I don't know, or what else would I do? I will have 2 more actions in the next round as well. I want to play, yeah, I want to play an animal first. Okay, let's do that, so that I can get to 5 instead of 4, because that's a difference of 2 conservation points. So And another, yeah, that's also good. So the tapir is going to cost me 14 because of the discount. I'm just trying to think, there's no way I'm getting an X token somehow, right? And messing it up because I have 5. No, it's all the way over there, so it's fine. So I'm playing that one. You can move in over there. Have that 2 standing by. I get more reputation, which lets me get a card. I'll just draw a random card, and that's Okabe Stable. Another herbivore thing. A lot of herbivore stuff going on here. And then what else is there? 5. So I'm up to 65 now on the appeal from the tapir. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Asia, so I can claim Asia on 5. That's one of my last 2 actions, because that was animals. And then we go to the whole break. I have 5 cards, I have 5 hand size, I don't need to worry about that. I have nobody. Oh well, I forgot to put this guy out, he should be on 5, so I bring him home. Yeah, so I couldn't have done that again anyway. I said it, but I can't, because then I would have needed 1 more person, right, of course. Oh, my brain is over melting. Let's get these 2 cards in there. I haven't played in a week. Like, I play this once a week, sort of right now, for these videos. Herpetologist would have been nice earlier for reptiles. That's Jaguar. My plan like a week ago was to just play this whole thing in a row, but then I felt so good after my first one, I felt like, oh, now I want to rest a little bit. I don't want to like rush through them. Okay, income. That is 28. This is 4. That is, so 32, and this now is 9. 41, okay. So there we go. Not that I need this money, but anyway. And 2 more actions. So it's gonna be association, right? And I could even do association twice and do that. That's a conservation point. And then I get 1 X token. Okay, so I need to do association of 5 first. Which I could. Problem is, what would I take here? That's a problem. Like, yeah. Because I never got up there. That's also a problem. Like, I can't do this and take. Yeah, I needed to upgrade association, I think. Maybe instead of animals or something. I don't know if animals have served me that much. I got like 1 or 2 reputation in total out of it. I haven't even played an animal. Yeah, I think animals should never have been upgraded. I think I upgraded because there was like a snake out here that needed level 2 animals, but I never built a snake anyway, so. Okay. Well, I have 2 actions. One of them will be, well, I think both of them will be association. I think that makes the most sense. So the first one will be on 5, so it's 2 plus 3. So here we go. I'll actually put them on the card so I don't forget what it is I'm doing. So this is a 5. And I'll have, I use this, so I have 5 Asia in total. And the cube almost doesn't feel like it matters where it comes from now, which is weird. No, it doesn't matter. I could get a 2, put there, get another X token. It doesn't matter. Wow. Yeah, again, not playing optimally. 12 money, I'm not even going to take him. Doesn't matter. But this is a 5 here, so that's 5 conservation points, which does help. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm getting close at least. I'm getting close, even though it's not going to be that great. But that was my association action. But then the last one, so it's going down to 1. And then I'm doing it again, boosting it once. So it's a 2. So I can go there and get 2 here because that's another conservation point, another X token, that doesn't matter. But that's getting 1 more conservation point basically. And that's the game. And then at the end game here, I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. That's 2 more. And I don't think I have anything of here. That is supporting 5 conservation projects. I've done 2. And that is having different continent icons. 1, 2, 3. I don't have Europe. No. I don't have Europe and I don't have Americas. So that's the end score, which, yeah, is a bit disappointing. I feel like there there were definitely times where I could have done things a little bit differently. Just if I had upgrade association instead of animals, I think I could have donated like 3 or 4 times. You know, that's a win right there. Those points from here, and I would have had the money. Yeah, so the end score is, what is this? It's -5. Yeah, so -5, which I think that's just that mistake. And also, if I done that, I think maybe I could have, if I taken this, put something here. There was a chance, I think, to get to the 5 different. Yeah, that definitely room for improvement in this playthrough. But still, -5, which means in total we're at +21. So maybe the first playthrough can save me all the way through here to have the best campaign I had so far. We'll see. There's one more to go. I'm gonna put all these cards on the discard stack, and I am actually going to record it right away because, yeah, let's get going and see if I can do better in the next one. Even though -5 is not the worst I've done either. So, yeah. All right. If you spot any mistakes, tell me in the comment section. And if you have any questions or comments to this playthrough series, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you watched all of them up to this point. It's always fun to hear from you and see if people are actually watching these videos. So have a great evening or morning or whenever you're watching. Take care. Bye-bye.